Hi, folks. So, well, we're up to chapter 7 on the What's This All About book. And I just noticed, if you could follow my finger, that's, if I get there, that's myself and Claire at the Grand Canyon. That is a picture of Philadelphia. And up there in that corner there, that's the day I got married to Claire. Just didn't notice that they were there before. Oh, actually, if you further back, that big picture there, that's Claire at the in Florida. They were at the Keys, well towards the Keys. So anyway, oh yeah, the um, the clever ones amongst you might notice I'm wearing a black hat again. He's going to say, "Oh, you wore one already." Well, I didn't. The other one was a Philadelphia hat. This one is Tampa Bay Rays baseball. So anyway, what we got today is chapter 7. It's Green Onions, Booker T and the MGs. Oh no, I can hear it. The crowd, they're shouting. It's not a song, it's an instrumental. Well, it's not a lyrical song. And as the large lad finally lost the plot, well, I could have done. But I don't think I have. If you can hear a bit of buzzing in the background, that's my beautiful wife power washing the shed. Green Onions was an important piece of music during the 60s. The band played as a backing group for numerous artists at the period, including Wilson Pickett, Otis Redding, Isaac Hayes, and more. The band developed this song while waiting for singer Billy Lee, signed from the same famous Sun Record company. Remember that guy, black hair, called Elvis, did fairly good. That's the company I'm talking about. Anyway, they were waiting for Billy Lee to show up for a recording session. In an interview with NPR Radio, Booker T explains how to kill time they recorded a song called Behave Yourself, a slow hypnotic tune sprinkled with the Fender Telecaster, of Steve Cropper. I'd say most of you would remember a movie called The Blues Brothers. Well, he was in the band, real tall guy, beard, excellent guitar player, absolutely excellent. Jim Stewart, the owner of an engineer at the studio, wanted to release it, telling the guys he needed a B-side. Booker told Stewart he had a tune he'd been working on, but said he thought it would sound better with the piano. Stewart thought it would be better to have Hammond organ on both sides of the single. "What is it called?" asked Stewart. "I don't know," answers Booker. "Green Onions," he replies. Apparently it was the first thing that came into his head. So why do I think this song is so important? Well, the slow, repetitive, laid-back blues sound was picked up by many of the 60s stars, i.e. the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Shadows, and the Hollies. American music was still on a slow filter across the Atlantic. So while some early UK 60s bands were playing skiffle, a mixture of jazz and folk, this edition of blues helped create and mould the 60s sound. Back to the Green Onions. Steve Cropper took the song to Memphis station WLOK the day after they recorded it. The early morning DJ Reuben Washington was a good friend of Cropper, and he put the record on an off-the-air turntable, and without looking at it placed it greenside onions up, and he played about 30 seconds of the single. He took it off the turntable, pulled the song that was going out live at that moment, and put on Green Onions. He danced and grooved around the station, continuously picking up the needle at the end of the record and putting it back to the start. He did this about 5 or 6 times, and the phone lines lit up as listeners wanted to know more about this new sound. Booker T had a love for the British MG sports car, and hence the name of his band grew from that. But when Green Onions became a minor hit in the States, it took about 17 years to reach number 10 in the UK charts. It was re-released after the movie Quadrophenia. The MG Motor Car Company expressed disapproval at the use of the initials MG. But Booker said, thinking on his feet again, MG stood for Memphis Group, and no more was said about it. Another reason for this song being so important in musical history was because the band was integrated with 3 black members and 1 white. Probably seems insignificant now, but very noticeable then. Not just the mixture of black and white musicians that had already happened, it was because the minority member of this band was a white man. Music was to a certain extent the neutral ground for black and white. The song surfaces in many movies and was revived again after the Blues Brothers. Quite brilliant for a song written by a 17-year-old schoolboy. Green Onions is ranked 181st on the Rolling Stones list of 500 greatest songs of all time. I give this one another 10 out of 10 because it's more important than just a great sound. It was important for the sound that was to come. So that's it, folks, and I'll see you again. As usual, stay safe, take care, bye bye.